Hi, my name is James, and I have been the focal minister in charge of St Polycarp's in Malin Bridge since February 2022. St Polycarp's has a healthy history built upon the hard work and sacrifice of countless people over the last 90 years. Like most churches, COVID presented lots of challenges. Unfortunately, St Polycarp's declined numerically and were facing tough times. It was during this time that Dan Brown, the vicar at Wadsley, became involved, leading to a graft group being commissioned from Wadsley to come and reinforce and reinvigorate the work at St Polly's. I had the privilege of leading that group, being licensed by the bishop under the oversight of Dan Brown. We're now 18 months into this new season, and like many things, it both seems like an age and equally as if no time has passed at all. Whenever there's a change in the leadership of a church, there will inevitably be a change in the focus and feel of the church. Some people get really excited, and others find that hard and move on. That's been the case here. And for those who have moved on, we pray God will bless them and make them fruitful for his kingdom. One of the first things I did was to pray about the kind of values that this new season for St. Polly's would embody. I felt God lead me to 3 key words through which we now try to filter everything we do here. Those 3 words are discipleship, encounter, and outreach. The acrostic Deo is Latin for with the help of God, which we could all agree we need. Encouragingly, Deo is also the final word on the foundation stone on the St Polycarp's building. A number of prophetic words came early on reminding us to go slowly. This is relative, and sometimes I'm told that my slow is too fast, and for other people, I'm never doing enough. But I remind myself of the words of Bishop Pete at my licensing, that one of my priorities is to abide with Christ. That may look like a period of inactivity, yet it's the foundation of any lasting fruit. Talking of fruit, the word Polycarp means much fruit, and we are praying that each of us may bear much fruit for the glory of God. In many ways, we are harvesting the fruit of the labors of many others over past years. Our vision statement is simply growing followers of Jesus. We wanted to highlight the center of our calling, and for each of us, as we grow as followers of Jesus, we desire to see a divine fruitfulness in every area of our lives. Coming back to our values, we made a conscious decision to focus on times of encounter and discipleship. Our times of encounter would be through sung worship, and thankfully we have been able to have live worship since we grafted. I really believe that these have been transformative as we draw close to God. Equally, we've emphasized prayer, sometimes as a ministry time in a service, but largely as a way to grow as Jesus followers. These encounter times are all well and good, but we also needed to keep our focus on discipleship. I've been in a variety of churches where there are small groups, house groups, cell groups, and so on. We decided to make an intentional statement by pioneering micro-discipleship groups. Generally, these are groups of 4 people, hence micro, who meet to pray, study, challenge, and encourage each other to grow as disciples of Christ. The plan is that each group will then come to a point of multiplying, and the disciples disciple. Whilst this is a slow journey, we're now seeing second generations of these micro-discipleship groups. So I am greatly encouraged with our approach with discipleship. But we have to keep asking ourselves, what kind of disciples are we becoming? And what kind of disciples are we making? It's only out of this foundation of encounter and discipleship that I feel comfortable for us as a church to now focus on outreach. I know that there will be some people who are frustrated at the lack of outreach so far. It's not that we haven't reached out, more that it has not been a major emphasis. With regular and ongoing encounters with God, with a growing model of discipleship, now we are in a healthier position to reach out. Early next year, we hope to hold an Alpha course and are just about to start preparing each member of our congregation to know how to even be able to invite someone to an Alpha course. On top of this, we have recently appointed a centenary project worker to lead our kids and families work. This is really exciting for us. And we see the same three values of discipleship, encounter, and outreach emphasized for the younger generation. There are lots of things we can celebrate here. I'm so thankful to God for all that He is doing here at St Polycarp's. Whilst our numbers are growing, it's more the depth of faith and love for Jesus that I want to celebrate.